community because we're just so tight here, I guess, right? Or maybe this is a deck revealed. Welcome to Deck Revealed. Um, I'm on deck, and also some Steam Deck adjacent stuff that I might do a video on later, but you're gonna get the in depth of what I'm thinking, and also you can ask the questions and all that. So I do apologize. I know I made this stream a little late, so hopefully people caught it. Um, I have been really trying to get Alpha 4 of the Deck Revealed app out, and I am this close. It A big part of it has to do with auth and also interacting with the app, and so I'm nearly there. So while we wait for people to trickle in, let me make sure nothing's going on here wrong. Let's see here. Okay, we have a bunch of viewers. Okay, my thing's just wrong. So how is everyone doing today? We'll wait for people to trickle in, and then we'll get into some of the stuff we talk about. One of them, it was brought up by um um Viesta 2015, and I thought was probably a good topic, or maybe even a video we can watch, because honestly, it has some pretty cool uh concepts that we could expect Steam Deck 2 to have, maybe, or Steam Deck 3. Um, okay. Hello, independent prepper. How's it going? You're awesome. Michael Palmero. I think I said your name wrong. I'm sorry. The app is great. Thank you so much. And you're talking about the downloaded app, right? Not the like pseudo app I made. And there is an update coming out for that. I just want people to know that. Like, I'll have an update at the end of the stream, of course, like I've been trying to do, but it should be out tonight. I It's been in a little bit of disarray because I didn't rewrite the whole thing. I just adding auth adds a lot of constraints I need to put in. Um, what's up from the Duo fam? What's up, Chad, Cat, and Babe? Let's see if Wolf gets in here. I was so bad today, so bad. It took me so long to get into to get this thing up and going. I need to start planning these things up. The thing is, I don't plan the titles. That's the problem, and so I don't plan the titles like months in advance. I usually cover something that's a little more current, and so I don't plan these as much as I should, even though I do it every Wednesday night, and I plan on doing another podcast esque stream. Oh, Monday or Friday. I haven't solidified that yet. I've been trying, honestly, my biggest focus has been making sure the app is in a really good state. So um I'm really trying with that. I'm really trying to make sure the app is in a good state and it's the best thing that you can get on the deck. We'll do a little bit of a tour. And some roadmaps later. I think it's important. I think anyone that has a Steam Deck that wants to play more than just Steam games is going to want this app within the next few months. Like, honestly, by the end of, or once we hit summertime, I can almost guarantee everyone's going to want this. Um, I'm hoping. There's a lot of hope there. I'm not trying to brag, right? I'm just hoping. That's what drives me. And so, yeah. Today, I want to talk about. It's more of a gaming topic more than it is uh independent prepper. It does still offer boot videos. I am going to be moving the boot videos over to the app though. Eventually, the Games Revealed website will not have boot videos, or I'll have like a redirect to the app essentially. Or it won't have the app manager. Those are going to get deprecated out and removed eventually, so I don't have to manage it in multiple places. You'll be able to get everything in the app, but the app will be free. Like the boot manager spot will be free, except for favoriting them potentially. I'm trying to decide on all that. We'll see. We'll see. I'm trying not to limit too many features, but we'll see. In the sense of from paid to not paid. I think most people are going to be pretty happy with the way I'm going to do things. So in the Pepper Prepper, and honestly, the way the app does it is pretty awesome. So far, if you're in the app and you just scroll down to boot, select it, it installs it, it's done. So if you're in game mode or in desktop mode, it will just install it. It's really easy. I haven't put suspend videos in yet, or randomizing or favorites, like going through a favorites list. I haven't done that part yet, but I do plan on doing that soon. That's a good question, by the way, Independent Prepper. I like that. Do you guys have any other questions before we get deep into this? Because honestly, this is going to be a fun stream. And hey, welcome, Wolf. Also, ooh, yeah, let's get some announcements out. So this is how the night's going to go. Announcements, and kind of like how we're going to structure the night. Then we're going to get into the topics. Then we'll get into the deck revealed updates, and then we'll cut it off to there. And then maybe I'm tempted to stream on another channel, a game, or stream just working on the app. If you guys are interested in watching me work on the app, I might stream on Twitch and do that, but we'll see on the Games Revealed Twitch channel. So, oh yes, Wolf, yes. This is the announcement. The biggest announcement I have for tonight is, and let me get that up. I don't know how to promote this very well, but let's see here. I need to get also working on videos. I do have videos in the works. I've been so apprehensive lately to release something I don't like. Let's see here. Hold on. I'm just trying to get to it. Okay, let's get over. We're gonna get to we're gonna do a field trip like we always like to do, right? So give me 1 second as I prepare the screens. I guess people, if you always have questions, more than welcome to ask. As we're getting there. Deathlord Strong, welcome. Yes. And you'll notice memberships. I do have memberships now. That's a big deal, really big deal. And that's what I actually wanted to go over just real quick. Okay, let's don't mind me. Okay. Michael, okay. Yeah, no, I'm down to show some. I'm always a little apprehensive. I've been meaning to like stream it for a few days, and maybe I should. I've been tempted to stream it only to like supporters, and maybe I'll try to figure a way out to do that. But I don't really have an easy way, I don't think, to do that. To supporters of the Patreon, like maybe I don't know. The reason I say that is I want to, like, people that are supporting me, I want to give them everything I can. Back in return. Like, okay, let's do this. So you'll notice that you can now join. Can I join my own? Does it let me? Oh my gosh. I'm going to dox myself. Okay. Well, I didn't. It was the last whatever, but that's fine. I can join my own meta. So I'm live right now. You'll notice that you can join the membership now. I put this out. I am actually going to be doing, I've only done one membership video now, but I have a lot of membership videos I have planned, and I plan on doing a lot more in the future. So I honestly, and they're going to be more of the stuff that I just don't want to put it out publicly, like response videos to like dumb Steam Deck reviews and stuff like that. I've done some of those in the past. I just don't want the controversy to be so public. I don't mind it being behind like a little bit of a paywall where people are just more going to enjoy it than not. So if you want, you can join it. I mean, I'm obviously going to love it, but it has the loyalty badges. So for every month that you subscribe, it goes up your loyalty will go up. I also have some emojis you can use in chat here, and I'm going to add more soon. Photo updates, discounted merch, which we can, I guess, go over that later. Enlightened then also brings you early access to new videos, member shout outs, which I will shout out Peeps today. Just give me a second. Exclusive member only videos, access to community game servers, and member only polls. And I've already been doing all those. But the membership only, I think the members only videos, there's going to be quite a bit of those. So just note, I'm not going to try to hide a lot of content. I do plan on doing a lot of public stuff still. I just have like some opinion things where they're not going to do as well in the algorithm, and they could hurt my algorithm. That's why I don't post certain things as much anymore. I'm going to put them over there or in an alt channel or stream it. So that's why I've been a little hesitant on the games rebuild. I don't want to mess up what I have going here. But I do have, I like going over a lot of different stuff. So, Wolf, you can gift memberships. Oh, really? I didn't even know I could turn that on or off. Okay, so let me thank people real quick that are excuse me, that are memberships, and then we'll get on with today's show because we do have a good one, I think. Let's see here. Just going to navigate. Once again, any questions that we want to queue up for today? I know I did a horrible job of promoting today's stream, so I didn't give people a lot of time. But I promise, once the beta, which the beta is, we're on the cusp of getting the deck revealed beta going. I think we're gonna be doing a lot more with this stream too, the stream podcast. So I'll have it planned out better. I've put my heart and soul into trying to get this deck revealed beta going. Sorry, I just want to make sure I'm pulling up the right memberships. So because I'll shout out everyone, even though technically it's the enlightened only. Scott, Richnowski, Andre Vandel, T-Bog, Deathlord Strong, and Esoteric Wolf. Thank you for the support. I will have better tags and stuff at probably the end. I'm going to recreate the end video and have you guys as supporters, so you'll be immortalized forever. Yeah. How would you even turn on gifting? I don't even know if you can. Yeah. Worry about that a little bit later, which is weird that you have to. Maybe I have to wait until we're further along. So, I think it might be for bigger channels that get gifting, but if you can tell me how, I'll do it. Okay. So what we're going to talk about today is a new fan tech that that I mentioned earlier, Viesta. Welcome, Viesta. Gave me a video from PC World, and I do think that it would be really cool to see the next deck have it, and I think it would actually have a lot of niceties. Let's just say. Let's see here. Let's get this video link. I do think this would be the future potentially. Let's go ahead. We won't. Ooh, I did the wrong thing. Let me copy the link. I do think that. Oh my goodness, the ads are thirsty today. Don't mind that. Okay, let's see here. Let's get. We won't listen to the whole thing, but you're going to get a little bit of a sneak peek into who I listen to. One of my first podcasts actually had this, the host of this video. Oh, and let's anyone else I need to say hi to? Fiesta, Carl Braun, say no to slim, say yes to bigger batteries. I don't slim, bigger batteries, I don't want to slim. I don't want it to be smaller. I definitely don't know if people want that. Yeah, and then Michael, yeah. Necrosphere. Hey, welcome back. Oh, okay, Wolf. Okay. I didn't know that. Okay, so okay. So let's I need to share the audio real quick. I think. Unless can you guys hear that? Can you guys hear that? No, okay. I might need to. Okay, cool. Let's see. I'm pretty sure it should be shared. Auto add screen and video to stream. No. Where is this stupid? There's a feature for this. So you guys can't hear that, huh? There we go. Okay. I got it. Okay, let's do this. Okay. Welcome, Dr. Old School. How's it going? We're doing good so far. We're not gonna. By the way, this is 16 minutes. We're not gonna watch the whole thing. I just want to. We're gonna skip through this. I just want to start here. Welcome, LoJack. Is there still no sound, Fiesta? What? I'm gonna kill both these screens. Hold on. Maybe I need to. Oh, yeah. Okay, that tracks. I have to do the whole screen. Okay. Can you hear it now? No. Did I not click the right thing? Mother. Okay. That now you should be able to hear it.
And he was instrumental in creating it. We're going to talk about Earjet. What is this for the viewer from the internet? What?
Still no sound. How is there still no sound? We had this working last time, didn't we? Okay.
In words, but it's better to hear
sorry
it
about
from
that.
the horse's mouth. And he was instrumental in creating it. We're going to talk about Earjet. What is this for the viewer from the internet? What does this do exactly?
Well, we are a Silicon Valley startup.
A dark Quilter. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna skip through this. We're not gonna watch the whole thing. This is about cooling and what I kind of think potentially could be the future to make the deck not necessarily slimmer, but it could add more. It could allow more space to have more battery.
That's 4 years old. And we set out to create the world's first solid state active cooling chip. So when you look at thermal in any compute device, typically active cooling is done using fans. If you have a fan, you got active cooling, or if you don't have a fan, then you're limited to passive cooling, which is actually a much lower thermal level. And the type of thermal cooling you have in a device essentially dictates the performance you're going to get on that device. Your processor could be very.
Okay. The reason is because I don't know if there's an article for this, but let's look. I just want to show you. So this is.
And this is the world's first solid state active cooling chip.
When people hear solid state, they're like, well, what is in there? So this basically replaces a fan.
That's right.
And you're sucking the air. You're moving air somehow. What is the magic that you make this chip out of?
Well, this chip is 2.8 millimeters in thickness, but there's a lot of complexity that
You can
goes
see that there's some
inside
other
the
stuff
chip.
behind that.
There's actually a
Really-
cavity inside the chip in which we got vibrating membranes.
Okay.
These are MEMS membranes. And as they vibrate, they create this huge suction force, what we call back pressure, that pulls air through the holes at the top of the chip.
Okay.
And then that air is pushed down and it hits the copper heat spreader at very high velocities, up to 200 kilometers per hour of pulsating jets, we call them. And that is an excellent way of extracting heat because you're able to break through the so-called boundary layer. And so you're able to extract heat from the...
And so I'm not sure what 200 kilometers per hour is.
So it's showing some of the
that's a
pulse,
lot.
or that's showing the airflow right there.
Pretty good.
And it's hitting vertically. It's got to be very high.
If we watched the whole thing, we'd
high
eat up the whole
velocity,
podcast.
And it
Well,
also
we wouldn't
has
eat up
to
the whole
hit
podcast.
vertically on the hot surface
Okay.
to break through the boundary layer. And
The show, what do you want to call it?
it's a technique in thermal heat transfer called jetting.
I'll throw the
So I think visually though, what's
okay. Desdigo. First up, let's go into some comments on what people are saying. Desdigo, the only solid state cooling I would count is ion thruster. This is just using piezoelectric crystal to move a fan back and forth. I mean, is it a fan? It's pulsating, right? It didn't sound like it was a fan. It could, like a solid state, it's means there's no mechanical moving parts. This isn't mechanical moving parts. This is pulsating. I'll throw the, so if you guys want to watch the full video, I'll throw it out into the to chat, and I'm going to give a couple of my comments on this thing because we could watch the whole thing, but like I said, it'd eat up the whole podcast. But it's amazing. So you can see, like, as we go through here, you can see, like, from right here
per hour?
that's pretty decent. Like, out of that size, it's pretty decent pressure coming out of there, or airflow. So this is vibrating membranes. Yeah, technically, would there be a moving part? Maybe, but I wouldn't know if I would call it mechanical. I'm not also a hardware engineer or anything, and so this is definitely outside of my expertise. But you can see the size of something like this could replace the that I would assume this would be something of the equivalent of what the Steam Deck is. So you dark cooled, sir, or dark cooled. Theranos 2.0. I don't actually know what that one is. Yeah, and Deathlord Strong, Dr. Old School. It is pretty cool, and it's cool that it's in. And there's more tech being, I think, improved upon. But you could take something that is, excuse me. Let's see. You could take something like this, the size of that fan, and reduce it down to an eighth, probably, maybe let's say about an eighth, which would free up a lot of space for a battery. With how big the battery is in this, the space you'd save potentially could almost double the battery pack if you wanted to go that route, which I think is an amazing deal. And thanks, Wolf, for promoting. Also, make sure to like, subscribe, bash that bell with your crowbar if you have not yet done that. Yes, you do see a kill switch. I don't think I'm under contract to say anything or not. Let's just say I should be getting the new kill switch soon, and I'll do a new review on that. Also, I forgot to also, I will be doing a sponsorship thing with Deckmate. So, kind of a sponsorship. It's an affiliate style, but it's a really, really kind sponsorship from them. So I'll get an affiliate link. So if you guys are planning on doing a Deckmate, and they have a bunch more stuff they have being released soon. So Theranos was a scam company with a fake product. You know what? I probably knew that. Oh, it's Theranos 2.0. Why would it be that? Like, everyone's so skeptical. I mean, I'm skeptical. So when Viesta brought this up, and sorry if I'm throwing your name around, Viesta, without talking to you about it. When I saw this, of course, I'm a little skeptical, because until it's in my device, I'm skeptical. Because the willings and dealings of companies wanting to buy it, what's the cost? This definitely with a membrane, with the pulsating. I'm curious about the energy consumption, but beyond that, like, everything seems pretty promising that I've seen so far. But it's stupid to say. Look at this. I think it's stupid. I'm not trying to say anyone's stupid here, but I do think it's stupid to look at this and then be like, well, yeah, that's obviously a fake product, or it's not going to work out as well as we want. I mean, you're being skeptical to be you're being skeptical and negative just to be skeptical and negative. It's fine to be skeptical, but you can still be excited and have a little bit of hype. You don't have to kill every freaking ounce of hype. Like, you're just killing your fun in life, I guess. So, but thank you, Bisexual Blur. Yeah, just to throw that up there. Oh, did I? Okay. Yeah, just throw that up there. That's what Bisexual Blur mentioned. Theranos was a scam company with a fake product. So yeah, it's definitely promising. And the reason that's what, like, this is the big part. I'm curious because they are trying to focus on battery. I don't know if something like this is quite ready. I know they have prototypes, obviously we've seen them, but if that's one way they could improve battery in this. There's also more room in here. They could move things around. If we opened it up, you could definitely tell, like, maybe they could re-engineer a couple of things and fit a bigger battery in there. But beyond that, like, this chip right here is what's taken up most of the room, I would say. Dark Cool, it's the best tricks are ones based on what's not plausible about this. That seems, what? How is that not? You just saw it work. Like, I get it. There's demos that could be faked and all that. Like, you just saw it work. And like I said, once again, demos can be faked, but there's nothing out of the lines that I've seen here that wouldn't, like, that makes sense. I'm not sorry if I'm not trying to get upset at anyone. Wouldn't you be able to do the same thing with a speaker? What do you mean, go this route with a speaker? Like a condensed speaker? That is it's a little bit different story. This one doesn't have to worry about acoustics or anything else. This acoustics does matter when it comes to space. You can mimic things and do all that stuff with limited space, but and airflow does matter too. But if you can reduce some of the mechanical parts down, and with this with the membrane and with the pulsating, if they can get the pulsating, my biggest skepticism for me is, what's the battery cost on this? What's the how much does it cost us in power to run this thing? Out, yes, don't mind Dark Wulzer. He's a huge skeptic. I saw a knife cut through a brick for only $29.99. You know what? I bet you if you get it hot enough, you could cut through one. Necrosphere. I love my Deckmate. I use the attachment to still use the kickstand attachment with my Spigen Steam Deck case. Yes. And they have a lot of cool stuff coming with the Deckmate stuff, but I'm going to do ads and do stuff later on for that. And it will be a big sponsor. So if you guys are thinking about getting it, yeah, wait until I get that affiliate link. Bisexual blurred, wouldn't the energy cost be lower because it's solid state? I don't know if that has a lot to do with it, per se. I would assume it would be, but I don't know. Fiesta, I heard the maximum is 1 watt, but I'm not sure which version. What's the wattage that's being used by the current fan system in the Steam Deck? Do we know? Like, I don't know how much the actual fan in the current Steam Deck actually consumes energy. Um, yeah. Okay. So that is the first topic, and the main topic I want to talk about tonight was the solid state fan. The next one is a little bit different, and maybe we can get into some. Like, I have some other stuff that we have going on. Let's see, stop sharing, hide. I have a lot of topics we could potentially talk about. So, Lord Roughness, this is cool. Subscribe. Hey, thanks for the sub, man. You are awesome. Okay, let's get on to the next thing. This one, this is a hard one. And how much does it actually relate to? How much does it actually relate to the Steam Deck? I'm going to segue it and try to twist it in such a way, but I watched this Sunday and not usually want to jump onto onto these types of things early on. I usually wait because I just like, I don't want to get my hopes up or whatever it is. Let's zoom this screen in. So I'm very hesitant to get into shows or whatever, especially based on games, right? Even if it's stupid, I'm eventually going to watch it. I'm a sucker for stuff, especially if it's related to a series I like The Last of Us. I love The Last of Us. I will have to say, I'm going to confirm this right here. I know this is a Steam Deck podcast, but this is coming to Steam Deck soon. It's confirmed. As skeptical as whoever wants to be on that. I mean, obviously, until we see it running, PlayStation has done a very good job of getting things to run on the deck. So I would assume it's going to run great, especially since the way it's just built. The Last of Us TV show is a great way to prepare if you want to ruin the story. If you do not want to ruin the story and you want to play through the story first, then I would definitely say wait. And we can even play the preview while we sound off though. I don't want to get copyright struck. But I will definitely say this show holds up. So if you don't care about ruining the story or don't care about ruining the story or I think certain parts of it, which the first episode had a couple of parts that you didn't see in the original or in the game, but they felt so welcome there. So if you don't care to ruin the series, because like you're gonna know what happens in the end, that's fine because the gameplay is also really fun. Kaylee Semi 3. Oh yeah, that's for the Twitch stuff. Yeah, LoJack, you're potentially gonna ruin like watching too much of this, you're going to ruin the game in the sense of story. The game is still fun though. And that's actually one of my favorite parts about part 2, The Last of Us Part 2, is the game and the atmosphere is so good in that. It's worth it just for that. I know we had a little bit of an argument in the Discord server with someone about part 2. I like part 2. I think there was some character missteps and it's not even the ones that people hate. It's just the story's kind of at certain parts it's really good and other parts it's but the gameplay and the atmosphere, they do amazing, and it really shows in this story here. I guess I'm going to ask chat. I'm going to read through chat a little bit. I'm going to ask chat, what are you guys excited for The Last of Us? Are you excited for the Harry Potter game that's coming out? Because that's also another thing that I've been kind of announcing lately too. Like the Harry Potter has been announced to it will be working on Steam Deck and be Steam Deck verified day one for the deck, which is really good. And honestly, I think this is going to be the year, which is the second year of the Steam Deck. So we only have one other year to go off of. I think more and more games that can be verified on the deck will be verified on day one. I think this just riding the tailwinds of what the Steam Deck is adds enough sales that why wouldn't you do it? Dark Wolves, is the show any good? It's amazing. Honestly, they do it good justice. The actors are all great. I think they are. I know some people are gonna maybe have some issues, but you never know. Oh my gosh, there's copyright. Well, watching that added copyright stuff to the stream, but that is what it is. Oh, Viesta, EAC is working on Division 2 now. That is great to hear. Honestly, I wouldn't mind trying that again. That'd be a fun one on the deck. Yeah, and then Death Alert Strong going in with the, oh, by the way, Division 2 is Steam Deck playable, still a few frame drops on medium settings, but not that bad. Viesta, I did not see the Forspoken. Let's see what the PC requirements for this are, because this will be a big deal. Let's see. So the PC systems requirements for so yeah, The Last of Us, great, all that. I'll get back to your guys' comments on that. I definitely recommend this. If you don't mind ruining your story, go watch it. If not, wait for the game, then watch it. Probably. It's a split on that, one way or another. You'll consume it twice if you watch and also play. The minimum requirements for memory. Wow. 16 gigs. I don't know if I've seen like a memory specific like that in a while. Recommend is 24. Holy shit. And then we have the Radeon 55, 8 gigs. This is troubling. I honestly, this is very troubling. Wow. This game is going to be very heavy. That's ridiculous. For the record, so you're definitely going to be this. So when you're looking at these specs, this is what I kind of recommend. You look at the minimum typically because you maybe recommended. You can kind of see from these what you're expecting, but it all depends on optimizations too. This is not looking good for the Steam Deck being able to run this, by the way. Already at 1060 is hitting it, but this 16 gigs of RAM is a little crazy. Especially since the deck has 16 gigs of RAM, but it's shared with the video card. So a couple of troubling things are going to be going on there with Forspoken. It will be interesting to see, when does Forspoken come out. I really need to get my list of games together on this. I probably even did a video on it. Let's actually go backwards. January 24th, so in a couple days. So we'll find out soon. That is crazy. I honestly, we could put bets down right now if we want to see if it would work or not, but that is crazy. Okay, let's get back into some comments. Andre, hey, gotta go to sleep soon. James, hi Wolf, hi all. Hi Andre and bye Andre. Let's see. Yes, LoJack started the argument that I had earlier today, and it hopefully I didn't offend anyone. I just have had to defend that game so many times. I get a little on the nerves, a little bit on that. And then Fiesta Hogwarts Legacy, I think looks pretty interesting. James's LoJack, thank you. James's team Hufflepuff. I am not. I am a certified something else. I'm not certified yet. I'm gonna go take the official test. I think I've taken it, but I don't know if I have or not. And then Deathlord Strong's also excited for Harry Potter. Necrosphere, I'm so excited for Harry Potter or Hogwarts Legacy. I pre-ordered my wife a copy for PlayStation 4, and I pre-ordered the deluxe edition for the Steam Deck for me. Awesome. Dark Cools, yeah, you 100%. This makes total sense that you'd be House Slytherin. Daz Digo, the Forspoken specs are really insane. They really are crazy. But we'll see. I've seen some specs semi-similar for the minimum, and the deck was able to run it. Kind of. I'm thinking it's going to have similar performance to Kalista Protocol, which we'll see. Lord of Roughness. First game I'm picking up from my deck will be God of War. I'm mainly Xbox. Oh, yeah. That's the cool thing about Steam Deck going into PC gaming and all that is if you've been Xbox kind of fan for the past while, you've missed out on a lot of classic games. Last of Us is a good one. Honestly, depends on how you like. I love zombies, so Last of Us always going to be a classic for me. But God of War is good too. I have not finished that game yet. This is another one of those games I need to finish. For spoken release. Okay, yeah, there we go. Let's see. The Duo Fam. Games revealed. We are both excited for the Hogwarts 2, but we'll for sure need the new build first. Lol, yeah. It's coming out for consoles too, so there's always that too. Switch isn't coming out until summer, but yeah, you got that. And also, the Duo Fam has a great announcement. They're on their CPU, and soon I think GPUs left, and you'll have your PC built, which is awesome. Necrosphere Slytherin. Are you saying you're a Slytherin too? Oh, okay. Yeah. Nice. A Fiesta, Hufflepuff, or Ravenclaw for me. Nice. Okay, I doubled that. Yeah, so let's look. I'm actually to get a little bit of a concept here. Let's see. Last of Us, part 1, PC. Not release date, but I want specs. PC specs. These are, I think, rumored. Oh wait, maybe they actually have actual specs now. Because I thought this was just rumored. And I don't know about these ads. Do I need to zoom in? I probably should zoom in on these, shouldn't I? Is this I'm just wondering if this is old because these specs seem too good to be true. Because if you look at these, its memory is 4 gigs, graphics card. Yeah, this is like old school. There's what the what was that? I still would be skeptical of some of these things. So minimum 8 gigs RAM, DirectX 11. Well, it's done. It won't run that. Oh wait, Proton will help with that. I'm just messing. Yeah, it definitely looks promising. Let's just say if this is the required, like the minimum, it will most likely hit. I really don't. These are vague, and these are, I think, obviously like guessed upon specs, unless Steam has their thing. Let's see. Do they have the specs? Still to be determined. Even though it is coming out March 3rd, so they better get those specs up soon. Also, if you're a member, you also have I think 1 super chat or something like that per month or something. Just letting you know. as I'm new to this whole thing. Pentium, yeah. No, I saw some of those specs. I'm like, this doesn't make sense. That must have been like what they were speculating. I don't know what they were speculating there. I was gonna say because it wasn't called Part 1, I don't think, back in the day. Yeah. Let's see. Harry Potter. Let's look at the Harry Potter stuff next. Just I want to see if they okay. Yeah, so if we look at so those minimums, I mean, they say it's going to be verified and everything. I've seen the graphics. It's Unreal Engine 5, but like they can chime those graphics down quite a bit, from what I've seen. 85 gigs of storage. Let's zoom in so you guys can see better. I do apologize. So we got, let's see, the Ryzen 5 1400. If we just get a reference here, I'm kind of curious at what level we're gonna be able to play it, but I'm assuming it's going to be on the lower level. It is better than a 960 though, so it is not the like the recommended settings of a 1080 Ti, which is actually kind of insane for recommended. It's definitely not that. So it's going to be somewhere in between these two, is what you're going to be able to set your graphics settings to. Deathlord Strong, Team Gryffindor. When I took my test, that's what I was. Now is it Leu remaster, Last of Us remaster, or the old school one? That's what I'm wondering. But there was never an old school PC release of Last of Us, the original, but they never called it Part 1. That's the thing that I was a little confused. I'm like, well, maybe it was the old school one, but like, I don't think there was ever, unless that was for development. There was, and it was on PS3, which was a pain in the butt to develop for, anyways. So I guess we don't need to go into that. Necrosphere, I don't need a test. You're like, are you just like indicating you're evil? Independent prepper. Yesterday, I put the 1 terabyte in a 64 gigabyte Steam Deck. Couldn't get it to work. Found out my Windows machine would use the program, but my Apple machine worked, and it downloaded SteamOS. Now 934. Yep, you're not going to get a perfect terabyte with your 1 terabyte NVMe. That's great to hear, by the way. Independent prepper. I'm gonna get a hold of. I'm gonna see if I can do some SSD and NVMe reviews soon. I have to get a hold of some companies and see if I can get some. So between the Last of Us game, the Hogwarts game, Dead Space is coming out. Let's look at that spec real quick. The Dead Space one is really worrying for me, but I've seen the way the game runs. I've seen the way the game runs, and don't really expect me to be streaming this really hard on my old channel. Yeah, we're going to be doing a game-a-thon for sure with that one. Unless some weird work stuff gets in the way. You can see, though, the minimum is a 1070. That is not a good sign. That's a very bad sign. These are all rough estimations, obviously. So you can only go off of like slight predictions on this, but if it's not a 1050 or 1060 minimum spec, then there's a good chance it's going to be hard to get it to run. So we'll see on that. But with the 1070, maybe, honestly, if you could mod some of these games, you might be able to also improve the chances of playing it on the deck. But we'll see. We'll see. And once again, that memory being 16 gigs is that's not good, because there's a shared memory between the two. But this could be just a rough of saying, hey, with 16 gigs, it might only actually eat 10 gigs. They account for our Chrome in the background. So Ryzen 5 2600X, yeah, that's mine. I mean, whatever you got, if you guys have any input on that, be sure to do that. now or forever hold your peace, but that's coming out soon. We're gonna have a fun time with that. We're gonna have a very fun time. I am super excited for that. Let's see here. What was the last? No, I think that's like kind of what's coming out in the next few months that I'm kind of excited for. But let's get back into a little bit of chatty chat. Necrosphere is laughing. He's maniacally. I am not saying that right. Evil in the evil way. We'll say that. Wolf, I don't know. That's just what it says. Is that I think with a membership you get like a free something chat. I don't know. Mr. Homebrew, the original is good enough for Steam Deck. Yeah, honestly, it is. And you're right. Here's the thing. Doing Steam Deck content, I get to a point where I'm like, okay, I want some of the content I do to line up with stuff I'm excited for in the near future. And so that's why I'm saying like Dead Space, I'm excited to see if it can run on deck because I love Dead Space. Am I going to play it on the deck first time? No. It's gonna be on my PC. But you're right. The original plays on the deck great, and the original is a great game. So, but the new one's looking pretty good. So. Deathlord Strong. Oh, good to know. On hitting the dollar symbol, chat brings up the supers, and it will probably say you have one for free, maybe. Viesta. I just use Firefox. Wait, why Firefox? Did I miss something? Esoteric Wolf, he said that there's a super chat for members though. Oh, okay, yeah. The Duo Fam was about to say we better see you play the new Dead Space when it comes. We have been anticipating it, bro. Well, yeah. Honestly, if there's gonna be something that scares me, it's gonna be the new Dead Space. Yeah, so Dark Quilts, message dude, Dark Quilts. You're not a member yet, are you? You should become a like with how much you donate, you should just become a member. Like even if it's just the revealed one, at least you get at least some perks. But thank you for the thank you for this. That's a super chat, right? Whatever that is. It's a super chat. For the Shibu dog. Thank you. Always appreciate the donations. When I gift memberships, just letting you know it's random. Yeah, I think it is random, Wolf. Yeah, you said games account for Chrome. Oh, you use dude, okay. I will say this right now. Honesty time. Firefox, and people I know are gonna fight me on this. Firefox, it might be a little hot take, doesn't consume that much less memory than Chrome. Nothing does. You want to know why Chrome eats up so much memory? A big part of it is because web applications, websites, this has look at all these assets on here. It has processes running in the background. It has so much that's going to it. You go and look up at your add-ons. Those can consume tons and tons of memory. Like it's silly to think that one browser is going to do it so much better. Yeah, can a browser do it more efficiently? Potentially, but you're going to lose out on some of the niceties of coming from, not from not caching as much or being as slim. There's a catch on both sides. So Firefox, is it a little bit more safe with your info? Probably. Yeah, I mean, people are going to say yes. I'm skeptical all around with any of those browsers. Brave maybe is better. I haven't looked into Brave for a while. I just my some of my information is public. It is what it is. I know people don't like that answer. There should be one for free though at one point, Deathlord Strong. I just don't know when that happens. Mr. Homebrew, I had a wallpaper engine running on the Steam Deck desktop mode, but Valve booked it. Bricked it? Mr. Homebrew. They killed the wallpaper engine running on. Honestly, I don't think. I mean, the wallpaper engine's gonna be better, but I could integrate the utility and probably make it work, or integrate. Changing backgrounds is as easy as doing the boot videos, which is literally path finding and replacing, downloading and installing. So that's an interesting concept with the app, though. I know that no one probably did that. Lord Roughness, thank you for the $2 for the €2. You are awesome, and thanks for the super chat. Mr. Homebrew, blame Windows for Chrome taking up that much RAM. Okay, I will also say this. Linux is not the slim operating system that everyone wants to say it is. Does it consume less than Windows? Yes, it does. Is Windows a little bloated? Yes. Linux can get pretty bloated and very, in weird ways, has its own issues with memory leaks. It's really weird. But yes, I would definitely say I've had some pretty bad experiences with web browsers on Linux, but that was years ago. I definitely feels much better. I am when it comes to skepticism and like these different operating systems and browsers, that's where my skepticism is. I'm like, they're not as different as you want to think they are. Like Edge and Chrome might as well be the same thing. Brave probably uses WebKit or something under the hoods too. Like we get into technicalities of all this, but people like to have these battles, but they're all very similar. Chrome just integrates with my stuff really easily. So yes, I'm a sucker for ease. Will it enslave me one day to the apes from Planet of the Apes? Probably. Viesta 2015. Imagine loading the sites on a computer from 19. You know what? I might have some old parts. That would be a fun video. It would be fun. Nice. Necrosphere. Yeah, keep up the medium settings. You should be fine. I must have missed something in here somewhere. I'm reading chat on like. Oh, the Catsmith for you. Hey, welcome, the Catsmith for you. You're getting filtered out. Why are you getting filtered out? I'm going to read chat from YouTube right now. So I use the Melon app so I can showcase like what I'm reading and chatting with you guys. And it's I don't know why. The Catsmith for you personally, I'm not into horror games and stuff. Didn't you watch me play Callisto Protocol? The Catsmith for you. Oh, Dark Quilts is a sticker. Okay, cool. Thank you for the sticker. Mr. Homebrew, I switched to Linux on my main PC for the past week, and I can see my RAM at 4 gigs running like. Yeah, no. So, Mr. Homebrew, so how part of that actually kind of works is Windows is going to be a little aggressive with your RAM consumption early on. So that's going to take up a lot. But once, and this is how Chrome works too. Once you get to a certain level on RAM consumption, it will then start either killing, like it just won't even cache. It just will. I guess it could paginate, like it could page into the hard drive, but often likely it's just going to kill the browser. Technically, the URL state will still be there. So if you go back to it, it'll reload the page, but it's going to either cache it or kill it. Once you hit a certain threshold in RAM. Windows is just a little greedy. Honestly, it's a good strategy. The good strategy for doing that is if you go that route, then you're going to end up with a smoother experience when you're going between tabs a lot more. Where if Linux is a little too aggressive, then you don't get that. Once again, 4 gigs of running like 5, 6 or tabs, that's I'm not trying to fight it or anything like that. It doesn't seem, it just all depends on what browser or what website you're going to. Mr. Homebrew borked. Yeah. And once again, I'm not saying like wrong or anything like that. This is just my take on that. Fiesta 2015. Honestly, I wish Wallpaper Engine worked on Linux. Wallpaper Engine is just a fancy, it has a repository and then it can change out the wallpapers in a couple of different ways, right? which is pretty cool. But kind of like, and I say that I simplify it down because I'm in this like deck revealed app mode of what can I add to the app. I'm not going to continue doing that a bunch, but I'm a little bit careful on this. Deathlord Strong, thank you for the $4.99. Brink Wolf and even LoJack, you all rock. Keep up the great work. Here's something for future streams. Thank you, Deathlord Strong, so much. It helps. Mr. Homebrew, check this out. Are you trying to do a link? Because I won't be able to see a link. Wolf. Dr. Coolts, if you're going to do wallpapers and boot animations, might as well do a one-click complete device themes. I've thought about honestly doing that for the app, and I probably will at one point, especially for paid tiers. I mean, it's not like I'm trying to like not do it for free. Those would never, I don't think, I don't know. We'll see. I don't like promising anything. I can promise that there is going to be a free tier though, with most features, most mainstream features. That don't require servers or anything. If you're going to do, but yeah, that's a really good idea, Dark Coolts. I like that a lot. Doing a device theme is pretty cool. Which with the device theme could also take into account game mode. I think I am missing something. Part of this conversation, Mr. Homebrew. The Fedora branch, but if you check the link, there's a ton of fixes he added like he does with the Proton GE. Okay. Huh. I can't see the CatSmith for you. You can't see the CatSmith? Is the CatSmith for you on... No, he's on here. But... Oh, okay, the CatSmith for you. I swear you watched me play it. Doesn't matter. Thanks for the support nonetheless. Necrosphere, Brink, totally random. For the Halloween rewards that you emailed out, can I change the selection? Did you consume the keys? If not, just let me know if there's another selection on there and I'll get it to you. Because I swear if I did not give it to you, I gave it to you, right? So if you have, just email me. You should have my email. Loris, welcome. There's some of us on Twitch, some of us, most of us on YouTube, just as a heads up, Loris, welcome. Yeah, Homebrew, you're going to have to post it inside of Discord, and I'll get to it later. Yeah, that tends to be what happens, Homebrew. I just found it interesting that maintaining Proton GE customized Linux, the maintainer of Proton GE, which I think is actually, isn't he an employee or was of Valve, a Linux, or at least the team for doing Proton, build with tons of fixes. Yeah, no, that's honestly really interesting. Tends to happen a lot, actually. Like when you get into big time Linux fanboys, they love tweaking their own versions of Linux. Like that's a big deal. At least it was back in the day. Necrosphere, I'll have to look because I may not have been that, may not have seen that you emailed me back. I only asked because I picked up Doom Eternal when it was on sale. Yeah. Yep. Oh my goodness. Hey, Screenlight, how's it going? Okay, so oh my goodness, there was one more piece of Steam Deck news, I think. I just don't. Let me go double check. I swear there was one more piece. Give me my privacy. My notes are private. Let's see here. Oh yeah, this is it right here. GameScope used on Steam Deck adds in some VR support. So what are you up to? Valve GameScope software used on the Steam Deck for gaming mode that handles displaying everything. Recently had some VR work pulled in, perhaps for the upcoming Deckard VR HMD. Yeah, this is all rumored kind of stuff. Like meaning like, oh man, there's so many people that will play around with the every update of these of these the software and all that. Like anytime Valve makes a software update, it gets pulled apart. That is good news though. Let's just say that is good news. So I think there's gonna be 2 devices. I think we're gonna at least hear an announcement from one, and I think we're gonna get in a game announcement this year. It's gonna be Half-Life: The Deckening. But I do think we're gonna get some good stuff from Valve. That would be another podcast style-esque thing, which I can never keep track on. Topic, I guess. Topic on track. So yeah. This is obviously a rumor, but it's a strong rumor coming from, and they'll put these things in. They could have been working on VR module for GameScope, meaning like a portion of it to start supporting VR. But it's a good sign that I think we're going to be getting a Deckard VR. I haven't even done a video on that. I probably should do a video on that sometime. Ooh, Screenlight. Can't get enough of this thing. Been hooked for a week now. Is there any way to boot into the games library, Brink? Boot into the games library? What are you like? What do you mean boot into the games library? Like meaning like when the game starts or when the device starts up, you just automatically get into the games library? It's not. Yeah, it should be pretty easy once you get into the games, but yeah. Mr. Homebrew, $2 Canadian from Homebrew. Just wanted to show some support for the channel. Thank you, Mr. Homebrew. Honestly, every little bit helps, and you guys are awesome. That really does help. Loris, welcome, Loris. Hiya, Lady Wolf. How are you? How are you, Wolf? You doing good? David, Agile. Sorry for the murdering of your username. I was about to get the AOK Zoe. AOK Zoe. I have never been able to pronounce it right, but I'm hearing that there have been quality issues. I can get a deck, but looking for more power. It depends on what you're trying to play and what, like, if you're trying to play Windows games, yeah, maybe one of these other devices. I probably wouldn't get the AOKZO, however you want to pronounce it. I would probably get the Ioneo Geek or 2, or maybe if you want some more modularness to it, maybe the what is it called again? A 1X Player 2. Now, that being said, these are all going to have support issues. Like, none of these manufacturers have amazing support histories, meaning they come out with new devices all the time. And the likelihood of them being able to support, I just don't, it's just what I've heard, build issues, whatnot. If you want a solid device, and depending on what you're playing, the deck is going to be your best bet, hands down. The ecosystem's great. If you want to be able to get cases, accessories, whatever else, it is the PC gaming device. That's why I've adhered myself to it so much. I do like these other devices. I do want to get my hands on some. They are a little pricey, so I've been waiting to try to get some. I will say, it all depends on what you want to play, because and that's one of the devices I've seen all the devices and seen a lot of stuff on them, but that's the device I'm not. Yeah, It's not really up there for me. It's not the poo-poo on that choice. It's just my personal recommendation on that. Great to hear. Necrosphere got the email. I still need to email out for the last. I will do that very soon. Wolf, I can see your notes. Wolf, you can always see my notes. Yeah, and then Viesta, the game scope VR. Yes. Okay. So like turning on the device and ending up in the games library. There is no known fix for that right now. Oh my gosh, Dark Wolves. Why don't you just like become a member? I don't think you're a member. You could become a member and see my stuff. You just don't want to get that intimate. I see how it is, Dark Wolves. You don't like being intimate. But but thank you for the $10 gifted super chat. Dark Wolves, like always, will not be outdone. But yeah, Screenlight without doing a plugin, which I don't even know if a plugin will do that. I don't think there's a way to just be directly into the games library. I know it is a little frustrating, but maybe there'll be something like a plugin that comes out for that reason or soon, or maybe you can always message Steam too. You can always contact their support. The Cat Smith for you. I've recently got a 3D printer and I've been addicted to it since. Oh yes, it's a very addicting, but I got to be careful. I haven't printed anything off. I have a lot of videos I've been kind of on and off working on. I need to get back into it and get the new 3D printed Steam Deck video going again. David, I'm looking to play online multiplayer and PS3. Yeah, then maybe Windows is the best way to go. If it's online multiplayer, a lot of games don't tend to be supported on the Steam Deck. A lot of games are. A lot of games aren't. All depends on what it is. PS3 and 360 emulation, the deck does great. It all depends on those online multiplayer games. But the deck is like priced just overall, I think it has one of the best feels out of all the systems. Yeah. Desdigo, did you get a shipping update for the Killswitch V2? I got one from my contact at Killswitch or at Dbrand, so I'm going to be getting a replacement there. I'll be doing a review on it. I don't know about my personal unit because I did buy one, if you remember. A bisexual blur. Anyone else wish you could have your Steam library and your non-Steam library combined into an all games library option? I agree, and honestly, it's one of the things I do have planned in my roadmap. My roadmap is massive, though. So what my roadmap will look like, or like we can get into the deck revealed stuff in a little bit, because we're going to wrap this up soon. I do want to touch on that, but I do have a games area that's going to be for mods, profiling, game launcher, but I also want to include all the Steam games in there. Yeah, so I want a section. It won't be as nice as the Steam Deck one. Like, I don't know if it'll look as nice, but I'll try to make it look as nice as I can. But you'd have a one location. At this rate, I might as well just replace the gaming mode. I'm not going to, but I might as well. Who knows? Maybe one day, if I get enough support and I work on it long enough, in theory, I could. I don't know if they would like that, but in theory, I could branch the whole thing. It's not Steam OS is not fully open source. There's a couple parts that aren't. But if I could branch off, I don't even know if I would just force it to have its own mode and maybe overwrite what Steam OS is. But that would require some extra steps that would not be fun to figure out. Yeah. So we're gonna finish up with some chatting, and then we'll get into the deck revealed stuff. Just the setup PS3 yesterday runs great. Can't seem to figure out how to add PS3 to emulation station though. The PS3 also needs to have a boot. What is it called? A boot file, whatever it is. It just needs to have its like BIOS. I think the BIOS file, which is a pain in the butt. David, I can get a deck and 1 terabyte SSD for RM 2.6K in Malaysia, roughly USD 650. That sounds like it'd be a better deal than the other one. But once again, like if it's online play that you're looking for, Fortnite does not work. Destiny 2 does not work for sure. A bunch of other games do work, but it's sometimes a hit or miss. Loris, at Deck Revealed. Hey Brink, how you feeling? I'm feeling pretty good. I'm tired. I don't have I don't think I have long COVID per se, but I have a little bit of symptoms of that, and I'm going to bed a little too late. Working on the app. I'm trying to get this Alpha 4 out, which is going to come out tonight. I can almost guarantee it at this point because I just have to work on the login screen again because it doesn't quite work on the Steam Deck. But after that, I will. Yeah, I'm doing good. How about you? How are you doing, Loris? Do I get a gold card? Yes, you can get a gold card, Dark Cools. I don't know how I'd give you a gold card, but you can get a gold card. Yes, Deathlord Strong. I admit, Kultz is cool, or awesome. Okay, David. Dual booting is kind of a pain in the butt on this, but yeah, you can totally dual boot it if you get the deck. Yeah, then you don't have any issues. I think it plays most games pretty decently. Like I said, there's a couple. It's just a hit or miss. Typically, it does though. Thanks, Wolf, for the promotion on the Deck Revealed. Yeah, you can go support the Deck Revealed project and get early access to the closed beta, which is going to be coming out soon, or just early access to the alpha. By supporting it, you can also support it at deckrevealed.com or just sign up for the open beta, which is going to be coming out next month. What's the best 2 terabyte? They're all really expensive, really hard to get. Screenlight. If you're looking for a 2 terabyte SSD. Okay. Duo fam, got to get in bed for work tomorrow. Appreciate the stream. Good night, Brinky, and to everybody. Also, peace out later, dudes, ladies. Have a good one. I do need to play Slime Rancher for you, Cat. Oh, you got the Ender 3 S1. Nice. That's 3D printer. Yeah, it said 3D printer at the end. Necrosphere, what do you think this is? Starbucks? I could serve your guys' drinks all night long if you want. Just be digital drinks. The Catsmith for you. I'm using my Steam Deck for slicing files for the printer. Yeah, that's pretty cool. How about a gold start? Yeah. Thanks, Loris. I was kind of curious how that would work on here. Loris just got a membership. Thank you for the membership. You are awesome. Loris just became a member. Yes, Wolf. I'm going to echo that. Night, Chad, Cat, and Bebe. Screenlight with all of the drinks. I need to stop looking at chat. We need to move on. Desdigo, have you messed with the SteamOS BTRFS project yet? I'm a bit concerned about making major changes to my deck. I've used a project, but I don't know what you're exactly talking about. BTRS, like I don't know if it's a different project or not. Is it this one? Is this actually a fork of Steam? Oh, no, no, no. This is interesting. Maybe I'll add this to the store on Deck Revealed. I'll have to look. So the injector. The problem with these, sometimes you have to, okay, warning, if you decide to, so it will install a service that will attempt on the next boot to convert the ext4 home partition into BTRFS, and depending on the already used storage, this operation may fail or take a long time. Make sure you have at least 10 to 20% free space. Okay, cool. That's pretty cool. That's actually, like, I haven't messed around with this project, but I am tempted to add it to the deck review. I'm going to add as many utils as I can. I will add utils first, and then what I will do is either I don't have to reverse engineer. I'm not like, let's say I'm like this is what I've done for decades, but I could engineer a solution that's a little bit more not so scripty. But that's really cool. Great shout out on that. And honestly, I forgot about this. It definitely looks like it's come a long way. It's the one I was thinking of. I have used, I think this is the one I've used. Let's see here. How far back do the commits go? Yeah, this is the one I used. This goes back 6 months. Lars, once again, thank you. LoJack, you weren't a member, LoJack. Shame. I'm just messing. LoJack, 85 just became a member. Thank you so much for the support. You're awesome, and you are now enlightened. We have Loris. He's been revealed. LoJack has been enlightened. DuoFam. Okay. At Deck Reveal, I'm doing good. Was doing the member thing. Nice. Definitely add this GitLab to the Deck Reveal project, if that's what you're asking. The GitHub BTRF is deprecated for this. This is deprecated? How old is it? No, are you sure this is deprecated? Oh, the GitHub one. So they moved to GitLab. Okay. I see what you're saying, homebrew. Oh my gosh, Deathlord Strong. Welcome back, LoJack. How have you been? Feeling enlightened yet? You enjoying the enlightenment? Got to give him a little bit. He's in the middle of getting enlightened. Loris, I wonder if you can do an upgrade, Loris, without spending any extra, in the sense of like just the make it up. Yeah, I think you can change it. I wonder if I could. I don't know if I can gift. Like, that's the thing. YouTube's a little particular about gifting because they want people to spend money. Awesome. I'm glad that you guys are. Yeah, keep an eye out on the membership stuff. I will be having a lot of videos coming over the next few weeks there, especially some review response things that are going to be a little spicier. It'll be fun. Haven't decided on membership streams if I'm doing those quite yet, because honestly, I don't want to leave everyone out, but we'll see. With that, yeah, well, if we can gift to random, like if but with that, let's go into the Deck Revealed project, kind of just show some updates, kind of what I'm thinking. I still need to update the website, which I will soon, but the app does take precedence. I will be getting a little, like, obviously this is a nice starter roadmap piece for it. I will be getting more roadmap pieces in Obviously, like this one right here, V4, V4. No, that's going to be V5. That's how I'm doing it. Major features are going to be changing from the version level. There'll be minor versions in between, like this, and then major versions, and then anything that's I can't remember what it is. Major, minor. I really hate the other one, which is just bug fixes. Probably get rid of stretch goals. As I don't know if that's a big motivator for people, but I thought it was fun. I want to throw some stretch goals in there. Yeah, if you have not yet, subscribe to the Deck Revealed project. It is free. You'll get early access to the open beta, or if you you can get early access to the alpha and beta with the free access by doing this is monthly and yearly. So wait. Yeah, that seems right. That tracks. Okay. I might be taking out the big deck energy on this and only keeping that on the Patreon. It mirrors the Patreon. It's going to be similar. I just, yeah. I've decided to go back and forth on both those. It is, yeah. But subscribe at the bare minimum. If you're on Patreon and subscribed, I already moved you over here. This will include you in newsletters as I get into those. Like I said, my biggest thing is the Deck Revealed project needs to be in beta before I can like really worry about anything else, because it's got me a little sick. I'm like, okay, I gotta get this thing out. I want to make sure I'm fulfilling Patreons and all, like Patreon members and everyone that's supporting me. I want to do a good job by you guys. So I will be making sure that I add thing, that you're getting the best I can. So I've been working a lot to make sure that it's all good. Andrew Reason, $2 from Andrew Reason. I can't get Deckuloader to install. What are you so the Deckuloader project, you're using my old video. I'm going to be creating a new video. Creating a new video that's going to be based on the utils of the Deck Revealed project, but that's why I'm kind of waiting for everything to kind of come. There is a new easy way of installing Deckuloader. And you just click that. Once you get it into your, you just click the download. Once you've clicked that, this is on your, move this to your desktop. I believe you need to move this to your desktop. It has the instructions in here. Double click it. It should install it. Yeah. I think if you just double click it, it does install it automatically. And after that, it should just be in the SteamOS like this. So once you double click it, it will install it. And then you can go, you might have to put in a password. I can't remember. And then you can go into your, game mode, and it should be there. Just to fully answer that, Andrew. If it's not working beyond that, uninstall and try it again. If it doesn't work beyond that, then you might have a new update on SteamOS that you just might have to wait a little bit for it to get fixed to try it again. Necrosphere. Oh my gosh, this is going to be a longer video today. Have you seen the ABY or XY loot handheld? I have not. Oh my gosh. This looks like it's okay. So Game Pass. This is Android. All games now. Absolute Gaming. I think that's what they're trying to go for. I don't know if that lines up or not. It's looking not sure about it. I'm getting a little bit of warning vibes from some of this, but that doesn't mean it's not going to be good. Let's see. Easy on the wallet. I mean, where's the price? Easy access. Enjoy the simplicity of playing massive titles without download time. Oh, so is this just Xbox Game Pass? All games? Steam stream with cloud services or remote play with Xbox. I mean, by the end of by the time I'm done with the deck reveal project, I could make my own device like this and just run the software on it. By the way, like I'm using a really, like honestly, the UI engine I'm using is, in my opinion, better than Steam's Valve's. Is because it's more native. They're using a browser-based one. GeForce Now, that's on this. Yeah, a lot of stuff is already on deck revealed, but I'm going to improve it. Let's just say that it will get improved. Tired of sitting in front of the PC. I mean, technically, sometimes. This is funny. This must be, maybe this is the creator. This is interesting. I have not seen it. It's another one of those cloud-based gaming devices. It's interesting. I'm not, like, me personally, I find it interesting just for interesting's sake. Like, it's always interesting to see a new device come out and see how well it does. But for me, the Steam Deck is going to beat it out because it can do both. Mr. Homebrew, take care. Hey, you take care of yourself, man. Have a good one. Thanks for the super chat, too. Desdigo, please add a swap file resize option. The swap file, from my understanding, the new swap file stuff that they added back in, does it really matter that much now? I thought they fixed most of that. I haven't dug deep into the swap file resizing stuff, but there are scripts out for that. I could either mimic the scripts or include the scripts into the utils section. Fight. Who's fighting who, LoJack? So Mars, looking forward to the app. When is the release? The release is going to be, so you get it in your hands for free come February. I need to get the public or the private beta out, and the private beta is going to be for paying people that support the app. Then it's going to go into public beta next month. Probably expect the second week of the month in February. And I guess to just give a little bit of a sneak peek on it right here. Navigation might be a little borked right now, but no, it looks like it's doing okay. I added favoriting in. I added launching, new ways to launch. I'm working on adding mapping in a developer mode, so you can map your keys to something else if you want. And then I'm going to add true gamepad support later down the road. It's just not right now. The store's coming where it's going to have recommended accessories and also third-party submitted utility stuff. That's going to have obviously like warnings I'm going to have to work on. Utils, I have the deck cleaner that I'm working on. It's the first util and script I'm working on. You also have the boot suspend, which I don't have added back in because I'm in the middle of converting those over, so that they'll work better with suspend. Game section is the one that I was talking about, where you're going to see games pop up from hopefully any game. It's going to require a little bit of work, but I'm hoping to have pretty much this will be the game section. If there's going to be mods that you can apply to it, I'll indicate. I'm not going to work on the mods system yet, as I want this to be. Obviously, I have sections to work on, and you can see my roadmap. So like emulations is next, game launchers is after that, game graphic profiles is after that, and then mod manager. These can switch around technically depending on Patreon. So that's why it's important to become a Patreon supporter. You honestly, especially with how we have quite a bit, I would say, but the more Patreon, like, it's low enough to where your voice is pretty like substantial in guiding me. I am working on the home page, which is going to have recent and favorites, and the auth system, which is going to change from this. This doesn't work properly on Steam, on the Steam Deck, so the UI will change a little slightly. I'm just using the library for this, so to make it easier for me. As far as anything else, I don't like utils is next. Utils is going to be running scripts and a bunch of third-party pieces, and I'll be adding these over time. But yeah, I guess also being able to add stuff from Discover. So the Discover store will be added there. It's like anything. I'm not going to add the whole Discover store unless I'm going to add recommended, and then I'll make it so that you can search it, because I can search it on the terminal. So a lot of good stuff's coming. Thug Paul, there will be a new Steam Deck. Yes, I suspect it will be here in the next year or two. I would not expect any later than the beginning of next year. So there's a good chance that we could get an announcement in the next month or two, maybe. And then at the earliest, and I know people are going to shout about this, the next Steam Deck could come out at the end of the year. Earliest, though. Valve's, they're an enigma when it comes to this type of stuff. Death Lord Strong, you're doing a great job, Brink. Don't feel stressed. You got it, buddy. Thank you so much for the well wishes and for all that. Like, this is a fun project. I just want to make sure I do right by everyone, and I get, I hit it good. So I'm working hard on it. It's already indicating that I've spent too much time talking because now the camera went out. Thank you, Death Lord Strong. Necrosphere Wolf, don't you virtually stand there with your arms crossed and looking away from me like that. Let's see here. Andrew. I do all that. It just pops up the console menu that is blank. Does it? Oh, excuse me. Do you have the password set on your Steam Deck? If you do not have it set yet, because I don't think it circumvents it. I think it still needs the password. I would also recommend, if you have not yet, typing in, I'll just throw it right here. Type in pass, but not word with the full word, but pass WD into the terminal. If you have not set up your password yet, you can then set your password, then try it again. If it doesn't work after all that, and the terminal's just blank, then it's a desktop app, so I don't even think it needs to be executable. But if it needs to be executable, right click on it, go to the permissions, and change it to executable. I think you'll say like execute. Necrosphere. Another one. What's another one? Bisexual flirt. Oh my gosh, I am so far behind in chat, aren't I? Oh, Wolf. Yeah, Wolf, the only thing she wants the one player X. 1X player 2, whatever. Wow. What am I saying here? Necrosphere, I'm good now. I used a med kit. I love that, actually. That's actually great. That's awesome. Desdigo, it sets the password to Decky ! But then disables it afterwards. Oh, interesting, Desdigo. I've thought about managing the password. I'm just like, I don't know if I want to get into that, but I might do that. Honestly, I want to for like a novice support, because I really like, and maybe that's how I do it. I'd set it and unset it every time I need to use it if there's no password set. Yeah. That makes sense, Desdigo. Thanks. Dark Pools. The delivery truck is still on the side of the road, covered in 20 feet of snow. Wait, where did you live, Coolzer? That's a lot of snow. Sorry, yeah, Necrosphere. Like, the whole playing thing is kind of difficult right now on what days we play. Yeah, that's part of the reason we do Sundays, is because Wolf works on Saturday. Okay, so I showed the app. It's coming along. It's honestly, people probably haven't seen that it changed much in the past week, but internally has changed quite a bit. Like I said, I've added favoriting, the utils section. It does have a quit button now if you haven't seen that one yet. And navigation. Navigation will continue to improve over time. Okay. I don't think there's anything else. I'm sorry, guys. Like, I don't think I have anything else to add to this. You got the Patreon page or the deck revealed page. If you always have a tip on, I will try to make sure to like, if you give me a tip, make sure to say it's a tip or something like that. Sometimes I'll read through news things on Discord and don't mention, like, because I'm like, oh, okay, well, I need to mention the source who referred me to this news when I do videos and stuff like that. So if you mark tip on it, I will give you credit for it. If you don't, I might forget. If you bring up some news, I'm always thankful for news. Throw my name out too at the same time, as that really does help. So sometimes it's hard to watch the news and apps and all, and do the app and all that. Load B. So load B, you can go to deck revealed. You can do, okay, well, Wolf, yes. You can go to patreon.com deck revealed, or and that's to support it right now. And you'll get the only way to get it at this moment, and the app is not ready yet. I will say that right now. It works with the media launcher. Pretty much that is it right now. I'm not saying that is pretty great too. So the deck yeah, but I will be having a lot of major stuff coming out in the next week or two. You can get the paid version. The paid version is available now. The free version, which is just going to be most of what I'm going to explain it in features and all that. But if you want to get the free version, you need to subscribe on deckrevealed.com for the free tier. Just hit here. You need to put your name and email in. You can get early access to the beta. Eventually, I'll just have a download link for everyone. But for now, that's how I'm doing it. So to try to just hype up things and do this properly. Okay. As far as, yes, no problem. Yes, thanks, Wolf. Like I said, deckrevealed.com or patreon.com/deckrevealed. And this is like, honestly, getting in at this point, like I said, will help the development. You'll be able to see all the stuff going on. You can vote on it. I will be doing more and more videos. I've been hyper focused on trying to just get the app in a good state. And then as this forever, but I'll get to a point where things will be more balanced. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not meaning to like the brain fart here. Yeah, that's it. That's all I have. Any closing remarks, guys? I don't mean to be like keeping you. I feel like I'm forgetting something. That's why I'm keeping you. Project's coming along. Yeah. Let's see if here's the code. Here's some of the code. If you want to see some of the code. I have a couple of things that I don't want to show off because they're API keys, but beyond that, I don't think this is anything too crazy. So, without further ado, oh, my camera went out. Yeah. Without further ado, I think if you guys want, yes, I'm going to take a break from here on. I'm going to stream on Games Revealed Twitch page. So I'm so hesitant. So I don't want to just stream on this page, like on this YouTube channel, too much with this type of stuff, as if it doesn't do well, it hurts the algorithm. It hurts my channel. Obviously, I want this to continue growing, as this is a big part of my financial stuff right now. And all your support, it does help. Don't really like, don't think it doesn't. Like, everyone that's been watching, everyone that's been supporting, it greatly helps pay for my needs every month. So thank you guys for that. Foombooter, sorry I couldn't be active in chat again. Definitely lurking though. Oh, no problem. I'm just glad you're here, man. I will be going over to Twitch. Yes, thanks, Wolf. I will be going over to the twitch.tv. So this is how I do my content. I need to stop breaking up into like 4 channels, but this is Games Revealed channel over there is going to be for active development of this type of stuff, watching, researching and stuff like that if I do, or this podcast. I will then do everything else on the Brink channel on YouTube or stream it on Twitch. I'm doing a bunch of experimenting, so you can definitely check me out over there. Oh, hey, Necrosphere. Welcome to the Twitch version of it. Yeah, so if you guys want to follow along, I will be streaming on and off this week development. So you can come chat with me. I might watch some stuff while we develop and work on stuff. So sometimes I like to watch things. So we'll have a good old time over there. I am going to Fiesta. What's about that? Yes, I need to really flush out all my stuff. I'm gonna give this is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna end this. I'm gonna take a break, a 10-minute break. I'm gonna go get something to drink, or because my voice is dying at this point. It's so dry. I'm gonna turn the camera off, give it a second, and then we're gonna get back up on this on Twitch. So keep an eye on Twitch, and I'll be back soon. Thank you guys for watching. Catch you guys later. Peace out. Later. Thanks for all the support. You guys are amazing.